Howdy, folks, and welcome to YouTube Roulette, the show where we pick a YouTube-generated music genre playlist, ask Alexa for a random number, then use that to find tracks that'll expand our horizons. My name's Cary Nightingale, and with me as always is my trusty sidekick, Kevin Nebrich. Kevo, how you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Now, I'd love for you to tell me about the Millennial Mixtape song you landed on.
So I listened to the song Wonderwall by Oasis, which was released in 95 as the fourth single on their highly rated and sales record-breaking second album, What's the Story, Morning Glory. And I always got the same message from this song that I got from listening to the song Stuck in the Middle with You by Stealers Wheel, which is that the narrator is having a heart-to-heart with his inner self. But other listeners reported having long assumed the song was about brothers Noel and Liam. And the subject of the song is never identified, so without any other context, we're left to decide on our own who it is that his brother Liam is actually singing about. Well, Noel Gallagher put to rest any ambiguity in a 1996 interview stating Wonderwall was about his then girlfriend, who would become his wife that following year, which is very sweet. But wait, there's more to this story, Morning Glory. He confessed in 2002, and I'm paraphrasing here poorly, that this song was maybe not specifically about his now ex-wife, saying that the song was truly, quote, about an imaginary friend who's going to come and save you from yourself, end quote. So we were all wrong. This song opens with an intricate strumming pattern on the rhythm guitar and is joined by a memorable vocal melody for the first verse. In the second verse, the rhythm guitar is stealthily replaced by an impressive drum beat, a rhythmic bass line, and mellotron playing a deep cello-like counter melody that gives us a nice rise and fall consistently throughout the piece. The bridge then introduces us to some call and response from the lead guitar, and we have a false stop after the first chorus. The lyrics are fairly simple, but play heavily on an internal rhyme scheme with a strong vocal rhythm. My main complaint here is with the enigmatic term Wonderwall, which is itself without definition and is never fully explained in the song. The word stems from the 1968 film of the same name, scored by George Harrison, which I haven't seen, Cary, but it looks trippy. George's score for the movie, however, I immediately found to be highly unlistenable, so maybe we'll do an episode on that in the future. But I gave the song Wonderwall by Oasis a tune score of 6.8 out of 10. Cary, take a trip down memory lane, listen to this song for me, and let me know how you would rate it.
I'd be happy to. Give me just a moment. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Sorry if that took a little longer than usual.
What did your Chrysler Slabeth break down on you?
No, not this time. I actually used a little extra time to listen to not only Wonderwall, that we're all familiar with, the studio version, but a better version, which was by Noel Gallagher. It was a live video that I found on YouTube, but it was much better overall. But we're here to review the official version that was on the Millennial Mixtape YouTube playlist. And in that regard, I completely agree with your sentiment and your rating there. I landed on a 6.8 also.
Nice. And I would really like to hear that other version, the live version with Noel. I think part of the reason I scored it kind of lower, 6.8 out of 10 is kind of a lowish score. I think what it is repeat listenability. I've heard this song like how many times? And so after a while, it's just kind of less and less intriguing. So a new version might be an interesting listen.
Well, it's interesting that you say that about the repeat listenability, because I think one of the things that contributes to that is Liam Gallagher's voice. A little ragged. He's definitely a rock singer, and an excellent rock singer at that. But this song being a little bit softer, a little bit slower, a little bit gentler overall, it's much better suited to Noel's voice than Liam's. And I think that's hopefully what you'll find in that live version.
Cool. I'm looking forward to it. Which song did you bring for us today?
I was fortunate enough to land on Womanizer by Britney Spears. Womanizer is an up-tempo club track with a message of empowerment and some really irresistible rhythmic vocal techniques. The harmonic structure of the song uses a single chord for the first half of the loop, lulling the listener, then uses a chromatic run of major chords to shake the listener awake. The synths are vibrant with their sawtooth edges, well serving a song with swagger such as this. The rhythm is the real star here, though, as the whole production is propelled forward with a steady but quick tempo, and the stuttered vocal delivery is, for the most part, more rhythmic than melodic. The lyrics put the singer in a position of power over a prospective partner by variously pointing out his or her seductiveness as well as foolishness. A few poor lyrics are present for the sake of fitting the cadence and melody, such as "would be a victim, not another." The whole lyrical set seems pretty average, so it's hard to find a favorite line, though, and I'm sure Kevin will try to count out how many times the title is repeated in this 3-minute force of nature, and then be disappointed. I suspect there's a fair amount of copying and pasting in this track, and some might dispute the legitimacy of such tactics, longing for the days when real songs were recorded by real artists on real tapes. But who cares? Just get a solid take and move on to the next big hit. While I appreciate the humanity found in the occasional flub, misarticulation, or other mistake, I really like a studio version that's as close to perfect and perfectly realized as the team can get. With headphones, there's an obvious panning effect on the sampled toms in the intro, but otherwise this is a very clean mix with little to distract from the vocal delivery. Ultimately, Womanizer is an energetic, even exuberant listen with a huge dose of swagger. If I were the type of dude that went to dance clubs in 2008, I might have formed a deeper connection to it. Alas, I'm just too old of a millennial for that. But I do still find it listenable because of the fun, edgy synths and the unique vocal delivery. I rated Womanizer by Britney Spears at a 6.8 out of 10 on the tune score scale, but Kev, I'd love for you to slap on your headphones, give it a spin, and let us know what you think.
All right, let's do this. All right, I'm back.
So, Kev, what'd you think?
It was all right. It was fun. I'll tell you, I really do miss the synth toms. I don't think I've heard those in quite a while. It was very refreshing, and it was very fun. Decent track. 42 times I counted, so a bit repetitive. You were right. I kind of made a mental note to collect the number there. But no, all in all, I agree with your tune score. I'll go with that.
All right, sounds great. Thanks for giving it a chance there, Kev. As always, we invite and encourage you, our handsome audience, to give a listen to the tracks we reviewed today. They're on our Tune Scored Tracks playlist on our YouTube channel. While you're there, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel and leave us a comment, letting us know what you thought of our scores and critiques. Did you agree? Did we miss anything? Are there better songs that we didn't discuss but would have fit our theme and that YouTube should have put in their Millennial Mixtape? If you're an up-and-coming songwriter, that's also a great place to recommend one of your songs for a tune score and some good old-fashioned, honest feedback. We've had a lot of fun today, and we hope you did too. That's been Kevin Nebrich. I've been Cary Nightingale. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay sound.